Listrak's holdout group solution allows marketers to easily withhold a random group of contacts from receiving marketing emails for a specific duration of time. By comparing this holdout group to a group of contacts the same size who did receive marketing emails, marketers are now able to easily determine the impact of their marketing materials on those contacts. Holdout groups will only withhold contacts from a marketing email. Any automated campaigns currently running will not be impacted by the creation of a holdout group. Holdout groups are configured at the list level. To begin setting up a holdout group, confirm you are on the correct list in your list dropdown. Next, navigate to the Authoring tab, then to Automated Testing, and lastly to Holdout Groups. Once the Holdout Groups screen is loaded, you will see any currently active tests, or if you have one scheduled to start in the future, as well as any completed tests. To begin creating a holdout group, you will first need to stop any existing tests that are already running. Only one holdout group can be configured to run at a time. Once you've canceled any currently running or scheduled tests, you can click the New Holdout Group button at the top right of the screen. This holdout group pop-up will allow you to configure the test, including the random selection of people that are going to be excluded from your marketing sense. This is your holdout group size. Holdout groups can be configured to up to 2 decimal places, so you have very granular control over the size of your holdout group. You can use the slider as well as specify in the input box the size of your group. Once you specified this group, you will see the approximate number of contacts who are going to be withheld from your marketing emails during this time. One thing to note is that this number of contacts who are excluded may become smaller if you use any filtering in your messaging. After you've selected your holdout group size, you can then choose your settings such as your start date. You can use the drop-down to pick from the calendar, and then you can choose your test duration. Tests can run for anywhere from 1 to 91 days. Once you've configured your settings, you can go ahead and select Save. Now you'll see a scheduled test that is ready to begin running. You'll see settings such as your duration, your holdout group, and your treated group percentages, and the approximate number of contacts. At any point, you can stop a running test by clicking the red Stop Test button. Once a test has begun running, you will see an export button appear here that we saw at the beginning of our demo today. This export button allows you to export the results of this holdout group test. Holdout group results include both results for your holdout group as well as the treated group who received marketing messages. These will be exported as 2 separate files and sent to the email address you used to log into Listrak. You can also export results of any completed test by clicking on the 3 dots in the Action section of the platform. From here, you can export those same results as well as delete the results of the test from showing up in this list. Holdout groups will continually run until you manually stop your test. This means that after the completion of our 3-day duration on November 2nd, a new 3-day holdout group will be configured to begin on November 3rd, with 5% of our list being held back from receiving marketing emails. At any point, you can manually come in here and click the Stop Test button to end any current tests that are scheduled to begin or currently active. Once a holdout group is scheduled, contacts will automatically be withheld from receiving a marketing email. However, you can override these settings by going to the Authoring tab when you create a new message. If you scroll down to the Advanced Message setting, you'll see a checkbox that says Disable Holdout Groups for this message. Once a holdout group is active, it will automatically exclude the holdout group from receiving marketing messages. However, you can exclude a specific message from being included in a holdout group's test. When authoring a message, by coming to authoring new message, you can scroll to the advanced message settings, and here you can exclude a specific message from being included in the holdout groups by disabling it by setting this checkbox. This message will then be sent to the entire list or the subset that is included in a particular filter. No marketing contacts will be excluded as part of the holdout group.